Hello everyone and welcome back to The Last Night, and I have recently found out that this game does in fact have an ending, and I was just being silly. We're gonna see the ending, so don't worry about that, but we're still gonna cut out a lot of the filler. You've hopefully noticed that we still have our item from our last encounter. We don't lose our items between levels. In fact, we can theoretically carry a single item throughout the entire game. Of course, the items don't stack or anything, though, so if you get one, you have to get rid of the one you're already holding. That's not really bad, though, because all of the items are equally useful, I find. That's kind of a rare thing to say, I suppose, but then again, there are only, I think, 4 items in the game, so... Our stats also only go up to 10 each, but I do think it's impossible to level up all 3 stats all the way. There's just not enough floors for that. In between videos, I've been looking up other games in the GG series, or Go series, as part of it was called. And most of them seem pretty well made. It actually got kind of a micro-community on Nintendo Life's website for revitalizing DSiWare, which is funny but also kind of awesome. They are also on the 3DS eShop though, like I said, so it's not like they're gone now if you don't have a DSi. Everyone's favorite title of this series seems to be The Great Whip Adventure, which from screenshots looks a lot like it's trying to ape off Spelunky. And I'm sure that was the art style's intention. But people swear by the gameplay being pretty fantastic, so... If nothing else, all of their games could probably compete with a lot of PC Dojin titles that cost a lot more. Granted, none of the GG series features any of your favorite anime characters or Vocaloids, but you can just imagine Miku in this knight's position. I've got you covered. That's even 2 Let's Plays for the price of 1 right there. I am practically handing you a free Let's Play. A free-er Let's Play. It doesn't cost time. You now have an extra 7 minutes and 55 seconds to spend watching something else. That's how it works. I'm going out of my way to make excessive use of the basic attack here because we have the power-up, and we're going to lose it very soon, so I might as well use it while we have it. Even if that's not always the best decision. The one person who reviewed this game on Nintendo Life swore that the charge attack was useless, but I find the charge attack to be infinitely more useful than your basic swipe. We got to speed up, which is pretty great. It even speeds us up while we're charging. Alright, let's see what new pattern this mini-boss has for us. So he's just like the last one, except he rotates around the whole screen like the Golem. You definitely don't need to speed up to avoid all of his shots, but it makes it a lot easier. Just like the previous mini-boss dragon, as long as we stay far away from his shots, they won't even reach us. We can also deflect them back at him, but they only do 1 damage per hit, so it's not worth it. I do believe we get to meet a new enemy in this stage. Probably the last enemy type, but not the last enemy. In case you're wondering, each room in this game is uniquely designed. They're not randomly generated or anything like that. And even if they were, that wouldn't add anything to the gameplay, because this isn't the kind of game that would benefit from that. Here's the new enemy type. He's a knight like us, except I thought we were the last knight. Maybe he's an imposter. Either way, he has a really long reach with his weapon, and it actually takes 2 charge slashes to kill him. It'll probably only take 1 after we get our strength up high enough. You shouldn't approach the enemy knights with your regular combo, because they will break you out of the combo and just completely wreck you. They're definitely the most formidable enemy in the game, and you'll see why much later. Well, not much later. The game isn't that long. It might be around 2 hours long or an hour and a half, but I'm condensing it down immensely for the sake of this Let's Play. I'm confident that I gave myself more than enough time to show off all of the design. Some of it doesn't even need explained, like that timer down in the bottom left. I wonder how a game like this would do on Steam if it were still $1.99. I wonder if people would embrace it for its cheap price. Oh man, I missed that treasure chest. Well, can't get it now. I wonder if people would embrace the game for its cheap price, or if they would hate it just because it's very simple. It always seems to come down to how hasslesome a game is. I could see people struggling with this one a little bit. Like that one guy that reviewed it professionally couldn't even use the charge right. So I'm sure normal folks might have trouble too. Remember everybody, game critics are not normal folks. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. They have been granted special dispensation to attach numbers to the Metacritic of any game. That's an awesome power. I honestly wish I were joking. Maybe I should contact this developer and see if they would be interested in putting these things on Steam. I don't know how compatible the DS is with PC hardware. But I would buy this twice. I would Let's Play it twice. I don't know what I would say the second time. This is a shield. It protects us from minor hits. Anything that does over 1 damage, though, that still hurts us. I don't recall the name of this dragon, but he's got some bullet hell style tricks for us. He has 3 satellites around him that make it harder to hit him, which fire 1 shot each, periodically. You can destroy them, but they eventually come back. After you hit him, he teleports away and performs 1 of 2 attacks. That spread shot we've already seen, or this one, where he sits in the middle and unleashes giant energy balls. Standing in the corner is the way to avoid this. Nothing too tough. Strangely enough, his pattern doesn't change when you get his health halfway down. It stays exactly the same.